Come on, you gonna sit with me? Oh. Who are you going to sit with? Mummy?
Oh. I'm going up like that.
Oh.
I'm trying to do work at the same time. I'm trying to do double work. See if you more than your biceps huge.
I know, tell me. What's that? Again?
What that?
Yeah. You gotta do a video.
I know, right? She's like, it is playtime. Always playtime for Halo.
Why that?
I think she sounds so Jamaican. What's the matter? Play again. Halo loves playtime. You know, especially when she loves playtime. When it's not the convenient time. Wow.
I know this is gonna go wrong and you're gonna go boom.
Isn't it? Are you coming on my lap?
Go on, come on. Hey champ! So, Grimwade gang, what is good? Welcome to our update.
Yes.
Family update of life in general, update of all updates. What do you think, Halo? Good? Yeah.
It's good.
Alright, okay.
Yes.
Well, as you can see, there is only 4 of us.
Okay.
So that is the first thing that is changing ever so quickly in our family. So
You better explain quick because the Grimwade gang will be like, what
yeah,
are you talking about?
no,
Oh my
we
gosh,
haven't
my
got
heart,
rid of 5 of our children. But basically, what has happened is Hazee is now doing what's called full-time at Chelsea. He is there for schooling and for training every day, all day.
Yep.
Monday to Friday, and then Saturday or Sunday. So one of those days he gets off.
So basically,
and we get our child back.
Hez is just out of the house all the time.
Yeah.
Trying to touch mummy's laptop. But it's like, wow, stepping into a different phase of life.
Yeah.
It's a new era, you know what I mean? That's the saying.
Come forward, baby.
And
back.
it's exciting. I feel like it hasn't come upon us suddenly, but it has come upon us suddenly. Because time just flies, literally.
Right.
I feel like this year even has just obviously this is not like a year look back, but
No.
the whole year has had so many things going on. It's like we've got to September now. We knew this was coming, and obviously we knew that he was going to be going.
Yeah, but the thing about that is, sorry to interject, but the thing is that you know it's coming, but you don't, because we have so much going on, it almost just rolls into it, and you kind of want to make it more of an event, but sometimes, guys, it's just not the time to do that.
Yeah, precisely.
So,
and I feel like we're blessed that he's got this opportunity, and he's obviously really excited about it, and it's another stepping stone on him reaching the goal in life that he wants to, becoming a professional footballer. And I feel like we shared a little bit before about obviously when we moved house, we wanted to upsize because obviously there's so many of us that we needed a bigger house, and this is the one that we found. But also where we're situated, it just makes it so much easier for him to be able to get to football and whatnot. So that's great. So that's all worked out. It's a nice when a plan all comes together.
Yeah.
But I feel like I was saying to Tim the other day, if we hadn't moved closer, obviously he would have been leaving home now to go and live.
So you would have lived in Diggs.
Yeah.
In what's called Diggs. Sorry. Halo, Wayla.
Competing with
Yes. Diggs. Can you say Diggs? No. Okay. So yeah, he would have been in Diggs right now, which is basically with a host family. Come here, you cannot stand. You sit on your sister's lap. He would have been in a family basically with a host family. Yeah. And they would have done his dinner and all that kind of stuff.
Looked after him.
Yeah.
Halo Manelo, can you come here for mummy so I can show you something? Yeah? I can show you something on here and then you can be entertained.
Look at this. But yes, so Hazee would have been out the house full time, but he's not out the house full time, thank God.
Yes.
Because we were able to move here. But yeah, that is the first kind of major thing that has changed. The other major thing that you may have seen happening is that the girls play football. That's including Harper. Harper's not actually felt 100% over the last couple of days, so we've just held her back at home, which it's nice to have you.
Yeah. And it's funny, it's completely different, a good vibe, but a completely different vibe when it's just us and just a couple of the children.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because, obviously our house is so majorly busy every single day. Just getting up and getting ready is woo!
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Such a whirlwind of people doing different things and whatnot. whatnot. So then when like Tim was saying, you've got Hazee, Hosanna, Halle, Hazariah and Houston out of the house, which we'll move on to in a minute.
Oh, that's another major thing, yes.
Just having like Harper and Halo here, it's like, oh, just 2 little kids and they're not that loud. Just the 2 of them.
It is crazy, like, but when you say they're not that loud, really and truly, the young ones are the loudest when together.
Yes, yeah.
But I think a lot of people would think our family is not loud.
No, I just
we
mean,
are quite chilled in general.
I don't mean in like random noises. I just mean like, for example, if we're here at home, it's everyone. I'll hear them chatting in the garden. There's just like, or you know, there's movement around the place, and like that's what I mean. Like just feeling like you are living with people rather than it being so quiet. So that's kind of new. But what I was saying was that Houston has now, for the first time this week, she has gone and taken part in a We Make Footballers session for the whole of the summer camp time, for the whole day. It was from 10 till 3 and she joined in the whole time, stayed in her session and just got involved.
It's been the whole week.
Yeah, well, we have been going all week, but I think she's just been like
she's
2
been
days.
for a couple of days, hasn't she?
Yeah, so
Hosanna and that have gone.
Yeah, with her.
And you would have gone for the whole week if you had felt up to it.
Precisely, but she's in the very capable hands of Lauren and her team over at We Make Footballers, and she's been having a great time. And I feel like she's moving into that phase where she's looking forward to meeting new people, making friends, and just being in an environment that is different to home. A good environment, also where it's quite familiar because it's football, so it's an activity that she is used to, so that part of it probably feels quite like home to her. Her sisters are there, but they're not in her group, so she can see them.
And her brother's there as well, but he's in the boys' group.
Precisely.
They kind of run next to each other, so
And Tim always says to me, you know, it is the joy of having, this is the joy of having siblings, like when they can always know that they've got each other's support and they're there for each other, but at the same time you can give each other space to go and do what you need to do. So were you there on so
what was she like? What did you think Houston was like?
She done really well. She was really happy, she was really entertained. She was like, I got 3 goals, I got 2.
See, she was like, this is the thing, obviously, you realise like what your older siblings are always going on about. So you're like, oh, I got some goals this time.
Yeah, precisely.
And
I think it's nice when you see them get into that phase where they just want to be like their older siblings. So like for Rue, he just wants to be like Hazee, do you know what I mean? And then even between Halo and Houston, if Houston's doing something, Halo wants to be able to show she can do it as well.
She's already kicking her ball about.
But
it's just she's only 1, so she can't go anywhere yet. But there was something I was going to say about it. Like with Houston, it feels major because I do feel like that cursed time of lockdown, it did have an effect because she didn't see as many people. And I think there's quite a few parents out there that would amen the same, basically.
100%.
And their children maybe didn't get the social, experience.
Got exposure to other people. So kind of getting them socialised has always been a bit more of a thing than maybe it would have been for their other children or like for us, our other kids. Because I remember like with Hazee, next after having him, I was in church and you know, that same weekend or what have you, and they just had a completely different, all the rest of the children had a completely different experience of the start of life than Houston. So like it is a big deal.
It's a big
her
deal.
going
and
somewhere.
she's quite clingy to mummy. Like when I say quiet, I mean really.
Very.
But she's coming out of herself, and I love to see it. I just, not because you know you don't want her to cling on to you. Obviously, as a parent, it's so lovely that a child trusts you, and you know all that kind of business. But it's good for their independence.
So that's 2 of the developments. Hazee's gone into full time, so he's no longer being homeschooled full time. So he's there full time at Chelsea, and Houston has got involved in football. We ran our first lot of summer camps across the summer for We Make Footballers.
Our We Make Footballers business, We Make Footballers Sutton, is another thing that is taking a lot of our time. And that's what Ella is talking about.
So my laptop is like always my laptop, like tag. My laptop, we've got a handshake and I just pardon, sorry. But let's do it properly. There you go.
Thanks.
Sorry.
Sometimes we have a handshake.
No, we have it all the time, guys. We have it all the time. I'm a fallible human being. So yeah, my laptop is literally always on hand these days because there'll be some sort of We Make Footballers work that I have to do at some point. Yeah, exactly. Even Halo, bless her, she comes up to me, tries to shut my laptop. She's like, "Ma'am, I've got your time." But yeah, I think getting that balance across the summer has been a lot. We've definitely had help from grandparents and stuff where necessary to kind of help look after the little ones. So for our first week of summer camps that we did, I think it was through Halo, went and stayed at my mum's just for the first day and stayed overnight because it was just like first time we was doing it. It went really, really well. Can't wait for the next one. We'll be doing an October half-term camp as well. So watch this space for more details on that.
Sorry, I know we've gone past this, but Hazee's going to school.
Rewind.
No, it's just so weird.
Yeah.
Like, it is so weird. Like, he is going to school. And also, he is loving it. Obviously, remember, it's like the best kind of schooling you could ever get. It's like private school and it's a small group. And so it's actually similar to homeschool in that. Like, but just with all your best friends, like all your teammates, like so, and they are, every day he comes back with stories of this happened and this was so funny when so and so did this, you know, and but it's just crazy.
It's something that you must be able to relate to then, babe.
Absolutely, yeah, like 100%. Like obviously, I had loads of fun at school. I didn't get any grades, but I had loads of fun. If I went back now, I could have smashed school, and I would have smashed school.
You'd have been the teacher.
Thank you, sweetheart. Oh, really? Well, maybe. But I, at the time, was just there for fun. Do you want it back? Yeah. Should we put it down here?
Do you work like mummy?
You do work.
Okay. Yeah. So I feel like I tried to not think about the fact that he's out of the house full time too much because then I'll just get emotional. And I was saying to him like, when he first started this whole kind of academy football kind of journey, he was 4.
Yeah.
And then at that time I couldn't imagine him even going anywhere with
No.
And now like look where we are, and he goes off and does tours and does and he's now with them full time. And when you've built relationships with people, it's not just an entity that you're then working with. You know people on a one-to-one basis. It feels a lot different, doesn't it? So but I think like what I explained in one of our, when we was going to York to watch him, and I was talking about this a bit, how over time, can't believe we got to this point now, but again it's a new thing in it where he's not just going to stay away, but he's seeing them every day. And we had a taste this week where the kids were going, the other children were going to the summer camp and he was going to school. It was like, get up early, like we get up early anyway, but get up early and leave the house. That was different. I felt like, oh, this must be what it's like to do the school run kind of thing. And it was interesting kind of getting them up, dropping him to Chelsea, and then taking the kids to their summer camps all first thing in the morning. I think there was something nice about that, different experience. I know they've fully enjoyed it, but like man, Hazee's going to school and I'm really proud of him because the way he has made that transition himself, it's just been smooth as you like. Do you know what I mean? He's just taken to it like a duck to water. I
feel a bit bad because I feel like Harper's all stumped. And
sorry, we're just chatting away. Do you have any updates? Any life updates that you want to?
Well, it's quite weird that Hazee is going to school because like he has went to it when I was like 5 years old or something. But this is like a special school.
Yeah.
And he's really happy to be in school. Like Daddy said, it's a very good school because it's private.
Yeah.
And it's good. So you know what I mean? Like, and Dad, why do they have to do school when they're footballers?
Because that's just part of the journey.
Because also, like, obviously
they look at it as, in case you don't make it, you have to have your education to fall back on. Now this is a whole nother topic because I personally don't believe in that one bit, because having your grades, just ask anyone in the UK, having your grades, so say you've got A stars in everything, other than furthering education, that's the best thing it guarantees. Outside of that, when you go to a job, if a job is full up and doesn't have a place for you, you could have all those great grades you want and they wouldn't give you a job. Not because they don't want to necessarily, but what often happens is they say, you haven't got the experience.
Yeah.
So this is, again, it's a big topic, but this is a bit of the part of the reason why me and Mummy believe in homeschool so much, and because we give you experiences, real life experiences. And a lot of the Grimwade gang comment on how mature you are, how articulate you are, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, and how you handle situations so well. Thank you, by the way. And hopefully that's because of the stuff that we've set up for you in how to teach you. But I think school for me, and again, attack me if you want to, but I think school has become the social norm. So people go along with it. There's a few things in life that are kind of just social norms. Yes, go
I
ahead.
think it's just
People just follow.
I think it's just like getting your kids, just having some time by yourself with your parent. Well, no, you two, like the kids' parents, just having a little time together, so their kids isn't like, hello, oh mom, and
She's not that bad.
no.
Let her off. Don't be too harsh on her.
No, but also I think the other thing is it can be helpful for parents, because obviously a lot of parents aren't like mummy and daddy who work from home.
Yeah.
A lot of parents have to go out to work, and they need
100%.
somewhere to send their kids.
Yeah.
So obviously school is also their kind of, I don't want to say it's a babysitting service, but a little bit.
A little bit, and it's free.
You know what I mean?
So
precisely,
unless
for
it's
those
private
that-
school,
yeah.
but So that is basically what we kind of think and
Mum
feel
will take that.
about school. And do you want to watch it, or do you want Mummy to
You
have
have
it?
to treat it well, because it is an
Mummy
expensive
can have
item.
it.
I'll put it on my lap. Here we go.
But yeah.
And
sorry
I was going to say, I know you was previously talking about school and that's a whole other topic, but also another phase for us is that we have a 1-year-old who has a completely different sleeping pattern to any of our children ever in life.
So if we look a bit tired, please do forgive us.
She does not seem to need that much sleep. Yeah, you.
Yeah,
She,
in that case.
I don't know if you follow Tim on Instagram, it's at Timothy Grimwade. He just put something up on his Instagram where she was kipping, and I'm like, oh, okay, right, you're kipping now.
Sleep in the middle of the day, yeah, great.
Afternoon, because you weren't sleeping at night. So she is now basically in a big girl bed, because she can climb out of everything.
Yeah.
She can climb out of a buggy. She can climb out of her like a cot. She can just climb out of everything, right? Even when we tighten up all the straps, she seems to be able to Houdini
Find her
herself
way out.
And she's basically just at that age where she's like, I'm done with this. You guys can't keep me confined. So she's gone into a big girl bed, which in itself, again, that's another new phase. And in the night, it means that she gets out of her bed when she wakes up, and she comes into our room bright as beans, and it's like, hey, hi dad, what's this, what is this? And she wants to do that at like 1 o'clock in the morning till about 3 or 4. Or she'll wake up again at like 3 o'clock and then just not want to go back to sleep. And then she wants to sleep in the day sometimes. Or, I wouldn't do that if I was you. Or she doesn't want to sleep, and she just seems to not be too tired and just is wanting to be up, which is interesting. So, hey you.
And also she loves the middle of the camera to block everything in the whole wide world. What are you doing?
Maybe focus on your head rather than us. Yeah, so there's lots of differences. That again is something that we're having to kind of like balance and deal with. Because I feel like a lot of the other children had good sleeping patterns that gave us a bit of a routine, but it's a bit different for her. So yeah.
I have one more update. Rue. So Rue is embarking on, he's about to start grassroots football. He's also about to start at Chelsea. Row your boat gently down the stream. So he's about to do that, and he's out at other sessions getting ready for that, like practicing and stuff. Yes, darling.
Which is obviously very similar kind of time to when Hazee started, and it's again another child that seems to have taken to the sport of football themselves. And he's got to go and do, like we said in his video, we were saying, he's got to Chelsea. He is going out and doing his thing by himself at times. Obviously, I think for us, it's just the logistics of knowing who's going to go where, when, with which child, because obviously Hazee's a big boy, goes and does his thing. Rue, obviously, is like, oh, Daddy, come to my thing today, whatnot. But then obviously with the girls in it as well, because Daddy is the connoisseur of the football in the house. So having Daddy there is like the main thing. And I'm glad when he gets to see them play, and he loves to see them play, but obviously he's only one man. And you can only be in one place at one time. So yeah, you're doing your best in trying to support all of them and making them feel like they're all your equal amount of time. It's a bit hard when you've got to split yourself 6 different ways.
I try my best.
You do a great job of it, darling.
Thank
you really, really do.
Honestly, I try. But I think that mostly rounds up like our major updates. I'm trying to think if there's anything else, but I don't think so. But anyway, the video is getting on a bit. No, you have to. Don't try it. And don't start the Grimwade gang on those kind of rumours, because it all spread like wildfire. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed our very organic update. But we love you, and thank you for watching our videos. Thank you for supporting, sharing, liking,
Please
subscribing.
subscribe if you don't subscribe already.
And you watch our videos, but like our videos as well. That's what really helps push them on. So Halo, can you say bye to the Grimwade gang?
Bye.
You say bye.
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 See you later. Bye.
See you later.